Have you quite finished?
No. It looks shit.
That's right, you just sort the
That's
sofa
as good
out.
as I can get. Whatever.
Well,
Pay attention to us, not the sofa.
this is what happens when you can't get a sofa in a flat.
Welcome back to our second podcast.
Second episode. That's what you
episode.
want to say.
Woo.
Here we are again.
Congratulations, we did the first one.
You will get sick of our faces at some point, unless, of course, you actually enjoy it, which we're hoping that you will.
Yes.
Today, what we're going to be focusing on is the toxic influencer pool, if you can call them influencers, because they ain't influencing anyone other, because, you know, influencing would be a good thing. But first, of course, we will start with our story of the day.
Before you start
Random.
this, we need to tell them that we'll put the podcast on TikTok, don't we?
Our first episode
Yes.
is on TikTok, brew_4_2, because like the dickheads we are, we recorded it in portrait, and obviously YouTube is a whole landscape game.
So go watch the first podcast. on
Yeah,
TikTok.
absolutely.
Good.
You can send your stories in. We will link our email to this. It is already linked to TikTok. But we're going to dive right in. So this is for Shock Factor. We get people to send in their stories and we rate them out of 5 for shock value, how it might make us gasp, stuff like that.
We don't
So here
know
we
what
go.
this story's going to be, do we?
Just because the better reader, but I thought I'd read for you today. Right. Are you ready for this one? This is my embarrassing story. I'll give you a little bit of background. I'm gay and I'm female. I'll tell you that for free. You're welcome. I was at work one day and I'm pretty close to my boss. It was a Sunday that was just me and her in, and my boss is Indian. And me being me, I'm curious. And I was like, oh, like, what is your birth name? And she said, no, I don't really tell people my birth name. Same. So I said, oh, come on, tell me. I need to know. So, sure, she turns around and says, Minge Eater.
What?
I immediately, in my brain, thought she was making innuendos. Innuendos?
Innuendo.
Making innuendos to me being a lesbian. I absolutely howled in her face, and she looked me dead in the eye, straight face, and said, why are you laughing? I tell you now, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I wanted the ground to swallow me, and it's haunted me, that look on her face when she said, why are you laughing? To only find out, 2 years later, she was joking, but just never clarified. She just let me live in that anxiety for 2 years and blew my mind.
What did she say her name was? Minge.
She didn't get it. So this person, being a lesbian, and asked her boss what her birth name is.
Yeah.
Her boss replied, Minge Eater.
Why? I don't get it. Why did her boss reply that?
Minge Eater.
Yeah, I know what minge eater means.
Because it's like a more of a foreign name, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
So obviously this person being lesbian thought, you're making a joke at my expense being a lesbian, saying that your name's Minge Eater.
Yeah.
And then her boss has acted completely normal and been like, what are you laughing at? So this person has genuinely thought that her boss is called Minge Eater for 2 years. Like
Question is,
a birth
actually,
name.
did she call him Minge Eater after that?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? And if the boss had managed to keep a straight face in all this time as well, which she sounded like she did.
Yeah, that was a good...
And then 2 years later gone, joke's on you, it's not.
I wonder if she called her at one point. No, she wouldn't have done, would she?
I bet she fucking did. I would have. I literally messaged my boss saying, what a lovely chest. Whilst I was at work, and she came out and she was like, Toby, what do you mean by this? And I was like, oh, that's what it was. We were doing like a pirate weekend. And I think she'd sent me a picture.
Like a...
Yeah, or something. Or did I say it to her in person? Whatever it was. Anyway, I told her she had a nice chest, and it does haunt me a little bit. I messaged her plenty of things that would have been deemed as unacceptable to send to your
We've all
boss.
done that, though. We've all
Yeah.
done that.
Have you ever had a situation where like you kind of it haunts you a little bit that you can think of? Probably not on the spot. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, I think so.
Go on then.
No, I'm not telling you.
Well, that's not fair.
No, but we've all sent
We shared our
like
stories.
texts to people who we wasn't meant to send to and stuff.
Go on then.
No?
I also sent a work colleague, actually, a picture of me dancing around my bedroom in my boxers,
Oh no.
pissing about.
accident?
Yeah. Because I sent it to the wrong person, wrong friend. The other friend I was very close to, and would just be like, yeah, pissing around in my boxers. Obviously, like being a man, like that's not any big deal.
And you sent it to a colleague.
I did. You know what my
What did
first
she
worry
say?
was? My first worry was the fact that I had like you could see my scars from my top surgery. She didn't even notice. But like,
Did you
And
get
I
a
couldn't-
message from her?
no, she didn't respond. She didn't reply.
Oh, no.
So obviously I'm like, oh, and then I had to see her the next day at work.
So what happened the next day at work?
It never got mentioned.
It never got mentioned.
Never
you
got
never
mentioned.
even said
I'm not going to
sorry.
bring it up.
What? So you never even said sorry? I didn't mean to send you that.
No,
You
because
carried on as if like you did mean to.
I was
send me
waiting
that.
for her to respond and she didn't. So I was like, I'm going to leave it alone.
So till this day, she thought that you've just sent her a dancing
Yep.
video in your boxes on purpose.
Yep.
Because you didn't say it was by accident.
Nope.
That was your fault. That.
No, I was waiting for her cooperation and she didn't cooperate.
Yeah, because
so
you probably thought
it was left alone.
someone just
So
sent me-
I apologise if you ever see this, that you've seen a video of me dancing around my room in my boxes. Most of you are probably sat there thinking, why were you sending a friend a video of you dancing around your room in the boxes?
What
There will have
song
been
were
a
you dancing
reason
around?
for that. But
Can you
here we
remember
are.
the song?
So you're on... Can't remember. But it'd have been about 2019 time.
Yeah.
So whatever was probably topping the charts at that point. You're not going to share a story with me? You know, it's very rude.
No, I can't really.
It's
like,
very
I-
rude to stare.
I feel like I have done it, but I can't really think about what happened.
Right, okay. Fair enough. Well, shock value, though, for that story, I'm going to give it... I'm going to go middle ground again and probably a 3.
Out of 5.
But I think it's more comical rather than, like, shocking.
Yeah.
So to whoever sent it, don't be like butthurt that the shock value wasn't there. It was, yeah. I would be horrified more so that like 2 years later,
Yeah.
it'd have been like, oh, joke's on you that you've gone 2 years thinking that that's my actual name,
Yeah.
and being your personal circumstances as well.
That's pretty funny, to be fair.
Yeah. So
Good joke to carry on for 2 years.
yeah, it does sound like a joke though. To be fair, doesn't it? It sounds like a joke you'd tell.
Right, guys, let's talk about these toxic influences, shall we?
You know, I say we're
Because
talking
there's
about
plenty
this
of them.
because we need to give them more of a pedestal than they're already fucking on. Mm-hmm. I can't with them. It's in a nutshell. It's very much I just can't, because when did this start happening?
I was just going to say, I'm surprised it's still going on. They're still here doing the same old shit and people are still watching them.
Do we blame the pandemic? Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's because of COVID and because we all like ran to our phones and downloaded TikTok. But it didn't start then. You remember TikTok back in 2020? It was dances and acting and it was all fun and it was to pass the time. But then since then, probably about 2022 maybe,
Yeah, around there, I reckon.
probably when we like firmly got together in 2022 was
Yeah.
about the time it started. Maybe it's us. Maybe we set off a ripple effect maybe.
I don't understand it. I don't understand what's so entertaining about it, especially one person that I'm thinking of who just sits in the kitchen, gets drunk, and people just watch.
I just think
all
it's
the
down
time.
to greed. I think there is so much greed behind it, but what people don't seem to grasp as well is how dangerous these people can actually be.
Yeah.
Not in the aspect of like a physical danger, like, but the misinformation that these people are spreading.
Yeah.
Like, do we name names?
Can we?
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
All right, we'll name names and let's be honest.
So let's be honest. That's what I wanted our tagline to be. I haven't even done it yet.
Let's be honest.
First and foremost, we all know the name on everyone's lips is obviously Orion. I'm going to use a full name for people who don't know. Elphaba Orion Doherty. However, Elphaba is not his legal name.
No.
It's Orion.
Orion.
Oriana.
Oriana.
Fucking
Oriana.
L. I don't know. Whatever you want your name to be today, it doesn't change you as a person and what you've done. So this person is a pathological, compulsive liar. First and foremost, lied about.
Go on, keep talking. I'm just gonna get a bubble.
You left me like
Liar.
listening in the wind. This person is a liar, a compulsive, pathological liar. Can't lie straight in bed. Has made up so many stories, putting other people in firing line, including SA guys, literally. I'm not going to go for everything. Lied about having Tourette's, lied about having autism. Apparently now has a diagnosis, that's a story for another day. Lied about having cancer, lied about all of these things when we all know that none of it's true. Mm-hmm. But he still carries on with it.
Yeah.
He still runs with it. So, and obviously...
Well, there's that list in there what he did like ages ago.
And it's
I
like,
lied about this, I lied about having autism, I lied about having ADHD, and now he's saying that he's got them all.
Yeah. But obviously one of the big ones for me, personally, on a personal level, the transition thing. I'm sorry, guys. It ain't real. He has led people to believe that in this climate, he is a trans woman when he absolutely is not. I am a trans medicalist, so for me, if you aren't medically transitioning, then you aren't transitioning at all. A social transition would only be applicable if you were making the right steps into transitioning.
Yeah.
Hear it from me.
And all he's done is grow his hair, put makeup on, and have his lips done.
Oh, God, the
In the
lips.
space of how many years? How many years?
Well, he claimed that he came out when he was 13. He's now 22.
Well, he's had plenty of money to...
He's had plenty of opportunities. I've heard upwards of 150k, 350k, 500k, which is £500,000. If he's had 500k...
I believe that at the peak of his
at the
time,
peak.
yeah.
He said that like he would go through like stints where he would make 10 grand in a week. And you're telling me that you're still trying to siphon money out of people for a transition that you're not going to get? Pull the other one, mate. Don't wash with me. I have asked for a boxing match. He's like 6 foot something tall. I'm 5'5".
I even think I could take him.
Oh, he's weak, man. He's so weak. We've seen it. All the footage. And to the people who kind of go, you're obsessed. No, it's not obsession. It's awareness. And it's correcting behaviour that is not acceptable and misinformation that's put out there, especially around the trans community. You're painting us all with the same brush. I don't care what's between your legs. No one should care what's between your legs. It's got nothing to do with anyone what's between your legs. However, you are not a woman. You are not a trans woman. Stop going into women's spaces and parading yourself around in the manner that you do, where there's women and children in there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in there.
I'm in the women's toilets. Look at me. I'm in the women's
We've
toilets.
all seen it. I've done video after video about stuff like this. The other one to mention after the fact, again, is probably CLA.
CLA. Chelsea Liart, right? I don't know what to think about Chelsea Liart.
I've gone through the motions with her because there's been times where she's come across like a half decent human being.
Yeah.
And can we really deny that she's ever gone that she hasn't gone through that? And it's like almost she's putting on a facade to be able to get money, but that's just as bad.
And she's stopped doing that now, and she's not getting anywhere.
Oh, she would roar.
Yeah.
Literally scream at the screen.
I think she's just
Send me a liar.
I think she's just so lonely, and she just needs
At the end of the day,
someone.
we don't know people's life outside of what we see, do we? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she could be lonely, but don't treat people like that.
She's very entertaining, CLA.
She can be entertaining to watch. I'll give her that. She's made me laugh at points, but she's also infuriated me at points as well.
Yeah, she's been really
Probably
horrible.
quite a controversial one. It's this haul, and this is the haul pool, is the siphoning money out of people.
Yeah.
Or like the people, even the people that are on like the rankings, get the like
on,
send this.
send
We
it.
need to get the glove, and it's like, oh my god, like
Send a line.
stop it.
Yeah. Stop asking people. to
And what
send
makes it worse is
the
obviously there are kids on the app. As much as we might not like it, there are who would quite literally go and take their parents' bank card to be able to pay people and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well,
It's happened.
We can't help that, can
know.
we? That's up to the mothers, isn't it?
But yeah, I think Chelsea Leah is quite a controversial.
I can't have a love-hate relationship with Chelsea Leah. Sometimes I love her, sometimes I'm like, oh, stop.
I don't watch.
Well, she's on Kick now, isn't she? She's gone to Kick.
I don't know what Kick's about.
It's just like a new TikTok version.
Is it because they got kicked off TikTok
She's always on Kick now.
to get money?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. There's a big difference,
Do you know what I
guys.
haven't seen? Evil Queen. Where the hell has Evil Queen gone?
That's a very good point.
Where's she gone?
I tell you what I'll say. About EQ. I know there's a lot of people who don't like her. She said some shit, like quite bad shit. However, she does actually admit that she's done it. On the trans aspect of things, people need to stop with the shit, like aiming shit at her, saying like, "Oh, you're a man," because she ain't. She is fully transitioned.
Yeah.
Like everything, she's fully transitioned. And as much as you might not like someone for being trans, you can't treat people like that.
Yeah.
Like the effort she's gone to, like, and whatever she said, whatever she's done, you can't be misrepresenting her like that.
No. Well, you're always going to get them trolls, aren't you?
Oh yeah, you're always going to get them people
Yeah.
in the world. But have a look. That's all you got to do, innit? Have a look. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's worth putting people in a comparison, isn't
You know,
it? Really.
there's so many people that have just walked past you in the street, or you've had a conversation and you've called them a he or she, and they might be trans. You might be talking to a trans person, you know.
I get
And
it.
it's like,
I get it. I don't get it.
but if they find out, then that's when it's all woo.
The only people who ever would like currently misgender me is people who know I'm transgender
That's it. It's
and
like
don't like the fact I'm transgender.
Yeah.
I had a troll came into my live actually yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, the he, she. And I'm like, where? Oh,
Yeah.
what are you looking at exactly?
They are just trolls. As soon as they know, they just that's it.
Yeah.
Troll you.
And this whole thing, guys, I will mention it while we're on the subject of it. It is absolutely nobody's business what is in your pants. Nobody's at all. And for someone to think deeply about that it's concerning to me
Yeah.
that someone would be thinking about what's in my pants.
Yeah, well,
I don't
feel
like that
like
at all.
obviously they've got that. Oh, I wonder if they've had their surgery or something. But
So that's different though, isn't it?
yeah,
Wondering.
you don't ask.
But I'm completely aware that sometimes, and it normally is, the first question
First question, yeah.
first question that you get, oh, have you had the surgery? I'll answer.
Yeah,
I'm like 15 years deep. I will answer. But don't expect it from someone. You shouldn't expect it from someone because would you?
Yeah.
Do you have anyone come up to you and go, you say, hi, I'm Jessica, and they go, have you had surgery? No. Well, what's in your pants? It's true though, isn't it? Like, it's a little bit different because obviously you're going, I'm transgender.
yeah,
But for argument's sake, hi, I'm Jessica. I've got polycystic ovaries. Use it as obviously it's a female thing, yeah?
Yes.
I've got polycystic ovaries. The next question wouldn't be, have you had surgery? to correct that. Do you know what I mean? It's not appropriate to ask the people these things. And like I say, you don't need to know either.
Yeah, you don't.
If you feel like you need to know.
It's not something that you think of anyway. What's in someone's pants? Like, say if you went for a date, you wouldn't think, oh, let me have a look before I, like,
Hello. Yeah.
You just don't.
No.
You go on how they look.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you look nice. I'd like to go on a date with you. You don't think, let me see what's in your pants first.
Yeah, and also, gender identity and sexuality are two very different things, which people cannot grasp. When someone comes to me and goes, so do you class yourself as a lesbian? Oh, holy fucking hell. No, I don't. Thank you very much. No, but it's... Why would I class myself as a lesbian? I'm a fucking man.
Yeah.
I know my biology. I know I'm biologically female. But no, I don't fucking class myself as a lesbian. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Karen. For goodness sake. Our relationship is a heterosexual relationship because I'm a man and you are a woman.
If we got married, it would say husband and wife.
Yeah. But obviously these people, you know, with the whole biology thing.
Yeah.
We've completely, I digress, we've completely gone off off topic.
We need to remember that transgender exists. It is.
But they don't want to admit that transgender exists. Some people don't want to admit that transgender exists.
But it does, and it's a real thing.
Living proof, guys. The people who say that trans isn't a thing and that gender dysphoria isn't a thing are ignorant.
Well, they just haven't gone through it, have they? They don't know, or they haven't had a conversation with someone who's trans.
And not willing to do so either.
No.
But you know, they say, and it makes me laugh every time, and I'm sick of hearing it. I hear it all the time. If you were murdered and your body was dug up in 100 years, your bones would tell us that you're female. I'm like,
I know I'm female. You're like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Because guess what? I am transgender. I had to do the fucking work to get to where I am. But in 100 years, if they're digging my bones up and finding out that I am biologically female, guess what? I don't care because I'm dead.
Yeah.
All in my family and mates are all dead. And guess what? They already knew anyway.
Yeah.
They're not going to go to Amazon Flex, are they, where I used to work, and go, did you know, actually, this person was trans?
Yeah. And there's so many men, biological men, out there that I don't class as men.
We spoke about this briefly, about what makes a man, not what makes a male.
What makes a man?
Let's just break it down, right? When you say what makes a male, yes, the chromosomes come into it, and yes, what you're born with in your pants comes into it. But not what that doesn't make a man.
No.
Do you want to reiterate what makes a man? I feel like you didn't speak on it very well last time. You
I didn't,
panicked.
and I probably won't today because I'm put on the spot, but...
Right, let me make it easier for you. Focus it towards me. Mm-hmm. And instead of me saying what makes a man, if I say to you what makes me a man.
What makes you a man?
Yeah.
Morals is a big one. Providing for your family.
Mm-hmm.
Respecting women.
I feel like it's a big. I feel like it's a big one for any man.
It is a big one.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of men don't respect women.
Especially in these
women
days.
also don't respect men.
Manosphere and all that.
But yeah, just I don't know. Like, just
as a man, do you think that I love you in the way that a man
absolutely
should love his partner?
Yeah, you're like everything that I want.
Do you think?
I feel like you need. You need to feel safe with the person you're with, and that's how you make me. You make me feel safe.
Yeah, I feel like that in coming from a man goes both ways. Feeling safe, you need, like, I as a man, it's okay
Secure.
for me to feel like I can say you make me feel safe as well, though. Mm-hmm. And there's different aspects of feeling safe, isn't there? Because when you say you feel safe, I hope that you don't just mean in a physical sense.
No.
Because security is such a broad subject, we'll say, you make me feel safe in many more aspects than just one physical aspect. That's why I feel safe.
Yeah, if there's something going on with me, you're like my little safe. You're like my comfort blanket.
I'm the protector of our family because I'm the man. I'm the man of the family. Some position I never thought I'd be in. But I'm the man of the family. I do view that as my job, as being the protector. If someone was to break in, I'm not going to send you to go and do it. I'd be there like throwing some shapes out, although I don't know how I'm doing that with my physical condition.
Some men
at
are
the
proper
moment.
wimps out there. They really are. They're like...
Yeah. A few men popped into my head immediately when that was said.
You're just... You I feel like nothing intimidates you at all.
Not when it comes to my family. You get like almost an adrenaline for it, I think. And like if we were in a situation where I would need to protect you, just for argument's sake of mentioning it, I've got a phobia, which is ridiculous, and we'll speak about it another time.
Phobias.
I'll talk about phobias. I've got a ridiculous phobia, right? But if we were in a situation where I would have to face that phobia head on to protect you, I'm going to do it like that. Because the adrenaline kicks in.
I think you might have a heart attack.
I would save you first. Save you first, heart attack later. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean. But there's
But it's not what makes a man is in the pants. It goes much deeper than that. Much deeper.
the people who say like you're not a man. Is it worrying what they actually view as a man? If you're saying that I'm not one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a woman who's obviously been married or in a relationship, I'm like, what are you viewing as a man if you think I'm not one? What is your man bringing to the table?
Yeah, yeah. Have a look what your man's doing for you before they go, you know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously flip that on its head and say that it's a man saying it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you bringing?
Is your partner a man?
Is your partner a real man?
A real man.
I'm a real boy. We've completely
I forgot what we were talking about.
toxic influencer pool are not influencers. An influencer is someone who will positively influence a community, right? Siphoning money out of people ain't positively influencing anyone. And there is so much that they are comfortable spreading all this misinformation in order to make a quick buck type thing. Especially people like Ryan.
Yeah. I want to talk about Marcus Ems.
Go on then.
I don't know if you know much about Marcus Ems, do you? I used to watch her a lot.
I don't know much about her. I think most things I know about her you've told me.
So she sits
It's
in the
not
kitchen.
something that interests me. I'm like, oh.
She's an alcoholic. She drinks.
Is this known
Yeah,
information?
she's an
Right,
alcoholic.
okay.
She drinks and drinks like every night. She has strangers coming into her house. Don't know if you've ever seen that guy that comes into her house and is all touchy-feely with her. It just off the street. She'll just be like, "Oh, come in," and then they'll think that they're gonna, get somewhere with her, and then she'll just be like, "Oh, bye now." And she'll like drink to the point where she'll like pass out, and then the people call like 999, and an
is this
ambulance
something-
comes in and breaks in her house and stuff like that.
Is this something that happens often as
Yeah,
well?
it's happened a lot. Yeah.
So would you class that as wasting like resources? Not police time, it's not police, but like ambulance time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's something that could have been avoided.
Yeah. I do. I kind of feel sorry for her a little bit because I think she just needs help.
So for me, right, and there's probably a lot of people that watch her, why hasn't she got that help? Because if she's
she
not
doesn't
willing,
want it, I don't think. Just don't think she wants it.
if she's not, I was about to say, if she's not willing to help herself, no one else can help her.
I know, like, a friend died, and I don't know what happened, but I know, like, people blame her for that. And I think since then she's just...
Well, people blame her for his death.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's not a pleasant place to be,
No.
either, is it?
And I think it happened in her house in her bed as well. I'm not sure, but I think that was the story.
I mean, we've all got haunting stories, haven't we, of things that have happened to us and why it led us to be the way that we are, why we've turned to certain situations and things. The fallout of it is where people need to pay attention, because that's the damaging part. And that's what can ultimately
Yeah.
kill
Yeah.
someone off. Can I say that?
Yeah. It's sad to see. It's also like, come on, sort your life out. But then it's like, ugh, someone just needs to help her, I think.
Yeah. I just want better for people, babe. I just want the world to be better. Just be.
Get a better place.
But just be better. Like,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson would be absolutely turning his grave, by the way, since
Do you
he's the
think he
highlight.
would have TikTok? I bet he would, you know.
Yeah, probably. I think he'd probably be like fucking president by now or something. But the point being that what I was saying is like, why do people just not want peace? Why do you want to destroy
Yeah.
the world? Why do you want to destroy people?
Also, the people that are watching sometimes like enable it as well, which I think is really bad.
There are a lot of people who watch you enable
They'll
it.
like tell her to do stuff and people
Such a
just shit,
damaging,
aren't they?
damaging place, though. Like you know, obviously when we go live, I go live more than you currently, but I don't allow negative shit in there, man.
No.
I'm like, if you're going to be negative, just go.
Yeah.
We don't need to have a conversation. If you don't like me, get out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just block. Obviously, this is why we've got mods and stuff if you don't see it. But it's like, it ain't a negative space.
No.
I wouldn't want this to be a negative space.
And that's just on TikTok. Imagine if you was like super famous. All the negative shit you'd get.
But this is why I feel like we've got a duty to correct. We've got a platform, we've got a place to correct this behaviour as much as we can. Because it ain't fair. It ain't fair on the people watching. It ain't fair on the people that it's happening to a certain extent. If you've got people enabling it, but then you've got to question it of going, did you put yourself in this position?
Yeah.
Going back to Orion, there is not an ounce of me that feels sorry for this guy. I'm like, you have done this to yourself.
Yeah.
I will never condone someone saying to another person, go on yourself. I will never condone that. No matter what someone's done, you don't say that to someone. Not at all.
No.
But there are behaviours that need correcting. And there are lies that have been told about multiple communities that are just bullshit, man. And it's so misleading, especially to the up-and-coming communities as well. In my situation, the up-and-coming trans generation is being fed all of this bullshit that just isn't true. And it's like, what happened to my fight?
No,
what happened to
no
what I had to go
wonder,
through?
like, you get hate and stuff with all this new...
Oh, I'm very
shit.
aware. Yeah, I'm very aware of why I get shit these days from like certain people. Because then like they'll go on the internet and they'll come across this, oh, so that's what trans is. No, and close your eyes and close your ears. Because it's not true. It's not true. We want to blend in, man.
You do blend in. You're a blender.
Apparently, I'm a blender. What was I saying?
I want to blend in, man.
I want to blend in. Man. That's our goal, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
To blend in. Whereas these people, and I've said it
They
before.
want to stand out.
Yeah, I've said it before. I'll say it again, because these days, apparently, it's much more acceptable to want to be trans.
Yeah.
However, I don't want to be trans. I'm a man. I wanted to be a man.
Yeah.
And that's what I've become. I didn't want to be trans.
Also, I don't get it where it's like, Orion is obviously like, I'm a trans woman, but I love my body. I love my body. Right?
The gender dysphoria ain't fucking gender dysphoria in, is it?
If you love yourself, why do you want to be someone else then?
Exactly.
I think maybe we should get Maria on the show one day, on the podcast. What do you think to that?
We say that.
Maybe we can
What about
that? Maybe we can ask her some questions about herself.
What she means by that is not actually getting Maria Doughty, if that's her name, on the
No,
show.
she's just different name.
Jessica does an absolutely phenomenal impression of Orion's mother, Maria.
Well, maybe we should ask her. Maybe we should actually get to come out.
Oh, I'm scared. I'd have to sit over from here and take you seriously. I'm scared already. Thank you for watching. We're going to wrap up.
Please remember to subscribe to us. We would really appreciate that.
And like, comment, whatever the whole spiel is. I'm not used to it. Also, send us your embarrassing stories.
Or secrets.
Or secrets,
I
yeah.
wanna hear-
Shock
I
value.
wanna
We
hear
want...
some really shocking secrets.
I'm craving a story that makes me go, and possibly makes me get up out my seat, although I will need my crutches to do that.
Yeah.
Which are over
Today,
there.
you know, yeah.
But the point being is I need a story that's going to
Yeah.
make me go, what? I can't believe, yeah.
We
that's what
haven't
need.
haven't got a 10 star yet. No, it's out of 5.
Out of 5, we've not got a 5 story. We've only done 2. But they've
3.
both been middle ground for different reasons.
We've both rated them 3.
So we need shock value, we need it to be funny. So comedic value, we'll mark you on that, and we'll mark you on shock value and how embarrassing it would be to be in that situation. Did you see her?
Was that your belly?
And dirty.
Dirty little
And dirty. All right, ease me. Ease me. Oh, I'm Brittany Groove. Love it. Right, we are wrapping up now. We are wrapping up.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to my little friends.
Goodbye to my little friend.
So we'll see you next time,
Yes.
guys. Very soon, hopefully.
Brew for 2.
Are we clinking again?
Yeah.
Let's clink.